A portion of this video is brought to you by privacy.com. For more information about privacy, visit the link in the description or wait till the end of this video to hear more about them from me. Here's my prediction. There's going to be a push, a move to pardon Ghislaine or whatever her name is, Maxwell. I made a prediction back on July 15th, many days ago. Nearly 10 days ago, I made a prediction about what's going to be taking place, what I thought would happen relative to Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm going to play that a little later. But let me tell you, I was right. Toot my own horn here. Caitlin Collins tweeted this last night. The DOJ meeting with Ghislaine Maxwell is expected to happen tomorrow, I'm told. The DOJ, the Department of Justice, the same Department of Justice that has possession of the Epstein Files that is riddled with mentions of Donald Trump, the same Justice Department that promised to release these files that has since refused to do so in order to protect the dear leader, they're going to meet with Ghislaine Maxwell, ostensibly, I presume, to make her a deal. A little later, I got a clip of a congressman saying that very thing on the steps of the United States Capitol. That we could subpoena, we could compel her testimony, but hopefully we could make a deal to lessen her sentence if she agrees to testify. All of this is related to the thing that 10 days ago I predicted would happen, and here we are. Let's start with Donald Trump and what he thinks about Ghislaine Maxwell when he wished her well. He wished her the best. This woman who's been convicted of child trafficking, sexual children trafficking. He wishes her well.
Mr. President, the other day a reporter asked you about Ghislaine Maxwell. You said, quote, "I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, but I wish her well, whatever it is." Mr. President, Ghislaine Maxwell has been arrested on allegations of child sex trafficking. Why would you wish such a person well?
First of all, I don't know that, but I do know that.
She has. She's been arrested for that. You know that.
Her friend or boyfriend,
Epstein,
was either killed or committed suicide in jail. She's now in jail.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I wish her well. I'd wish you well. I'd wish a lot of people well. Good luck. Let them prove somebody was guilty. I mean, do you know that
so you're saying you hope she doesn't die in jail? Is that what you mean by wish her well?
Her boyfriend died in jail, and people are still trying to figure out, how did it happen? Was it suicide? Was he killed? And I do wish her well. I'm not looking for anything bad for her. I'm not looking bad for anybody. And they took that and
she's a alleged child sex trafficker.
Big deal. But all it is her boyfriend died. He died in jail. Was he killed? Was it suicide? I do. I wish her well.
We knew. That's an old clip. That was public. We knew that happened. But it's a nice reminder, right? Now, the thing that I want to talk about before I get to the prediction is what is whipping all of this into a frenzy. It seems like it hit a fever pitch right after the Wall Street Journal did its story about the birthday book, where Donald Trump said, "Here's to another year of wonderful secrets, Jeffrey, my good buddy," with his pubic hair signature on the naked lady picture or whatever. And then he said, I don't draw. And then we found out, he absolutely draws. All kinds of his drawings have been auctioned off for charity. It gets worse and worse and worse, and he digs a deeper and deeper hole every single day. Here is a lawyer for hundreds of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein who says he knows where the birthday book is, and the people who possess it would absolutely surrender it if subpoenaed.
I want to go to that book because with your familiarity with evidence against Jeffrey Epstein, which you've collected a lot of through the discovery process, what do you know specifically about that book? Do you know that the estate, the relatives of Jeffrey Epstein, in effect through their lawyers, are in possession of that birthday book?
Yes, I know that the executors of the estate are in possession of that book. And I think that after they turn it over, it should probably be set in the Smithsonian as an artifact at this point in time. It's going to go down in history so that the world can see this book, and they'll know who were Jeffrey Epstein's best friends at the time, what letters did his family write to him, what other pictures are in there, things of that nature. Redact victim names release the book, and move on. So that's it. Yes, the executors have it.
So you've just identified, not just for the news media, but obviously for House Representatives who are now in a mood to subpoena, and also Todd Blanche and the Trump Justice Department, who suddenly are getting curious about investigating this. You've now told them exactly, according to your knowledge, where the birthday book is, who is in possession of that book. And all the House Representatives would have to do tomorrow is write up a subpoena for that book, and you believe that it would be the lawyers involved would comply with that subpoena?
I know the executors' lawyers. I've worked with them for years. They're good people. They're good lawyers. They would comply with the subpoena immediately.
So look, I make the joke about tooting my own horn as kind of a credibility builder here, that you can rely on me for my analysis and my commentary. Some of it's a little tongue in cheek, but also look, I think that it doesn't take a giant, big brained individual to make these calls, to make these predictions. I'm not psychic. I've just been around long enough to see the writing on the wall. I've been around long enough and witnessed the behavior of Donald Trump and the rampant corruption of Donald Trump to know what was up next. So this is what I said, again, on July 15th about my prediction for Ghislaine, or Ghislaine, I didn't even know how to say her name at the time, Maxwell. Here's my prediction, if you're still here. Here's my prediction. There's going to be a push, a move to pardon Ghislaine, or whatever her name is, Maxwell. There's going to be a concerted effort on the part of MAGA world that has been predicated by, it has been suggested by, it's promoted behind closed doors by the White House, by Donald Trump. Because if he can get the MAGA world to change their perspective on this, he can pardon her and shut her up. So then he doesn't get talked about anymore. He's not associated anymore. Wild prediction? I don't know. You tell me. So we might not be to pardon territory, but we're certainly on mitigating her 20-year sentence. We're certainly in an era where we're going to make things easier on her if she cooperates with the Republican Party and Donald Trump to say whatever it is that will extricate him from problems, from trouble. Will turn the MAGA gaze away from the reality and onto some fabricated story. Again, doesn't take a genius, obviously it doesn't take a genius. It doesn't take some psychic prognosticator to have figured it out. 10 days ago, that's what I said. Now, yesterday, on the steps of the United States Capitol outside of the House of Representatives, Tim Burchett, that daggum cool guy from Tennessee, Tim Burchett was asked by a bunch of journalists about this, about the potential to subpoena the testimony of Ms. Maxwell. And he just put it all out there, saying that maybe they'll do it in exchange for her testimony if they like what she has to say, and also floated the possibility of lessening her sentence, lowering the number of years that she's going to languish in prison justifiably for her crimes. Watch Hayseed, Tim Burchett.
The government is saying its filings that they don't trust her. She's a liar.
No, she is a liar, and she's a dirtbag. And
so then why subpoena her if you can't trust her?
Well, because the one thing we got holding over her head is if we find out she lies, she goes back to her original sentence, and that's looking at lifetime. And if she's looking at maybe parlaying this into reducing her sentence, then we could have some leverage there.
All of these are coded as veiled threats. If we don't like her answers, we'll send her right back to the jail. If we don't like her answers, meaning if she gives answers that are against the dear leader, then she will be punished. However, if she says the things we like, if she tries to get Donald Trump out of trouble, if she agrees with the Trump narrative, the Trump lies, then she will be rewarded beyond her wildest dreams relative to lowered sentence, relative to possible pardon from Donald Trump. This is all afoot now. Dangerous territory. Because Donald Trump, because we've elected the worst person among us, is now in control of the Department of Justice of these United States. He's in control of 1/3 of our government, being the president of the executive branch. It's a problem. Anyway, I welcome you to this conversation. If you want to congratulate me, play the crowd noise sound effect. Or maybe find a crowd noise sound effect. Anyway, if you want to congratulate me on my prediction, or you want to tell me how wrong I am, you can comment below. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I love and appreciate you very much. Thanks for your attention. Thanks for your engagement on my content. Thanks for helping me grow this channel. Without you, there's no way I would be anywhere near have as many subscribers and views, and all of that is, I think, a testament to the relationship and the community that's built up around this show. I appreciate you very much. Follow me on social media if you really like me, because it's miserable there and you'd have to really be torturing yourself. I'm at Dollemore. That's where I can be found. And I will see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another. Question 1. How many TV subscription, Max, Disney, Paramount Plus, etc., do you currently actively have? My answer? I have no idea. It is absolutely infuriating to sign up for Hulu to watch one show and then realize a year later that you're still paying $15 a month or whatever it is. Question 2. How much money do you think you've unintentionally spent this way? Same answer for me. I don't know. To say nothing of the numerous free trials that you sometimes don't even realize you've signed up for, software packages, magazines, and the like, it can often be tough to figure out where to cancel these annoying, reoccurring charges. What if you could simply turn the payment off while you're dealing with canceling the subscription so you don't have to worry about being charged every month for something that you don't use? You can with Privacy. You can generate unique virtual card numbers for each merchant or purchase, giving you the ability to close the card instantly or limit spending on your terms. Use Privacy to create virtual cards for subscriptions, online shopping, and yes, those free trials. And then pause the charges, set spending limits, or cancel a card anytime, all while keeping your real info protected. Go to privacy.com/Dollemore or just click the description link below and sign up today. Privacy is free to use and there are no transaction fees for domestic purchases. And once you see how easy it is to manage your spending, you'll want to use it for all of your purchases. Privacy also provides peace of mind, allowing you to shield your real card information and keep your bank info absolutely safe. And since you're not using your real info and will be safe from sketchy web purchases and hidden parasitic reoccurring charges, you'll watch Privacy decline/block charges for you while your real card number stays hidden and protected. Go to privacy.com/Dollemore and get started for free. It will quickly become your online go-to payment system for everything, whether you're grabbing something on Amazon, paying your monthly phone bill, or backing creators on Patreon. That's privacy.com/Dollemore, or simply click the link in the description below. Pair back on those pay TV channels with Privacy.